I did not exactly realize that y'all could see me. But now that I've got it, I can't exactly turn this off so high. I've got myself here. I'm checking to make sure y'all can hear me. You can, or at least you should. I know that I look like a vampire, that I'm paler than the sun, but just like, pretend this patch of lighting doesn't exist, and I go from bad to worse because you can see more of my features. But, we're sitting here, we're chillaxing. Sorry for the later stream than I would usually do. Because, I had a ton of trouble with the Streamlabs today. But I'm going to turn this off because y'all don't need to hear all of the issues that I had and having to re-download it and download it again. Oh, it was ridiculous. But we're going to continue, and I'm going to turn off this, if I can remember which one that is. It's that one. And we will get right on to drawing because I'm pretty loud. Let me turn that down. Sorry. Which was loud, if you don't mind me asking, because I cannot run it back and see what was loud. So if you can let me know that I can fix it for next time, I will most certainly do that. I did tone down my mic a little bit, that way it wasn't just me screaming into it. I'm also going to turn my mic down a little closer because it's far, far away from me. I've actually got a little something over here. My reference picture is something that my art teacher gave to me, or my digital arts and animation teacher drew on the board. I thought it was really good, and it's actually going to be fairly helpful for today, so we're going to get right into it. Let me turn on this little background music for here. That should be just low enough. And this is gonna start off pretty great because what I'm actually doing is not just a new OC that y'all have never seen before. It's actually going to be an OC for a video game I'm making, which is, well, a video game demo, right? Because I've always wanted to create a video game, and thank you XX Cotton and Candy XX for the $5 donation. I noticed it just before this, but just wanted to let you know that you're amazing. Thank you so much, Cotton and Candy. That's so nice. That's amazing. Thank you very much. This little heart over here in the corner is for you. And if you are new to my channel and don't know what donations do, donations actually get you a little commission, and you have donated enough to get a commission. So, if you can send me a little Discord notification or an email, not notification, but a little Discord message or an email if you don't have Discord with a little screenshot to prove it's you, I will start working on your commission as soon as the stream is done, and I can draw you a little thing off to the side, a little doodle for you, so that, that can be there. I'm also gonna swap to something so I can turn off notifications real quick. So let me swap to be right back so I can get that done. I think one of y'all said that the music was a little too loud, so I'm turning that. And video game, yes, it's going to be a little early access video game thing that I am doing. And, me and my friend are actually making it ourselves, so, you know, probably not the most fantastic thing in the world. Let me turn off, I think it's Discord. Yeah, Discord is off now, so let me swap back to a live scene. And it's gonna be really, really fun if I can actually get it done and stuff. And I'm super glad for the fact that she's actually sticking with me throughout all this. It's honestly like a dream come true that I'm even getting to do an early access thing in general, right? And I want to make a full game later on, if we can get that. What's the video game gonna be about? Well, I don't want to do too many spoilers, and so try not to get me talking, because I will spoil this thing into New York City, right? It'll go from Antarctica to New York City and how much I spoil things, so I'll try to keep it low as I can. Let me completely restart on that because that's not looking grand. We're gonna start off with more basic shapes than usual because I'm not just trying to draw a head, trying to draw a whole body as well to get some concept art done. But to put it plainly, you, the character, are transported to an alternate realm because they believe you're here to kill the king, the tyrant. The prophets believe that you are the person destined to do it. Are you? Well, I suppose you'll have to find out as you go traipsing through the Veil, the land between mortals and the dead. Will you survive? Will you bring this kingdom peace? Will you prove that the king is a tyrant? Or will you prove otherwise? That head is humongous. How did I do that? I have no clue. I wasn't really paying attention. But it's gonna be dope! And I've spent so long talking about this that I'm glad I can actually sit down and get some stuff done. So we're trying to go for slightly more cartoony in the shape that we're going for here. So we're gonna block out a bit of a square head first. All right, and we're gonna get a much bigger boxy shape here, so we can come through with more of a muscular body shape. And now I'm interested. I'm glad. I've actually, despite the fact that I'm calling this a new OC, Grim, the person I'm trying to draw, and the so-called tyrant, or the tyrant, I should say, is actually one of the longest OCs I've had in a while. Or the longest OC, I should say. The only one who comes close to him is Grim. Not Grim. This is Grim. The only person who comes close to him in amount of time that he's been around is Doc. Doc and Grim are my oldest OCs, but I kind of let Grim wash away, per se. Let's draw the legs, because we have to have that. And so I'm trying to go for much more of a bulky idea here. So, and I'm also trying to really personalize this, not much of my usual style. Dreary, can you do an art I heart? I do not think I read that correctly. Dreary, can I do you an art? Yes, you may, Sarv. I'm sorry, I completely misread that. I don't know how my brain spat out whatever came out of my mouth. But, yes, you most certainly can. I am stuck here trying to build what, I want more of a... Let's have it... Yeah, something like that. Alright, so we're gonna go through with this. I think I'm gonna twist it just a little bit more together. This is some concept art that I'm putting together, and it's going pretty right now, but considering that this is the only thing I have drawn this week was this, which is absolutely glorious. I won't have anybody insult it, and some perspective training. And this, which, was pretty fun, but it was more fun when I had her bald. So, you know, it's kind of like half and half. I like drawing bald people. You know, they're fun. Their heads are just very smooth. I don't have to draw hair and worry about other hair-related issues. Can I be honest here, folks? I absolutely, 100%, without a doubt, hate hair. I don't know why. I just cannot draw it. And because of that, it looks awful. Actually, we're gonna have him with more of an open stance, like this. There we go. That way we can have it more like that. But it's honestly gonna be epic if I can get this done. So, what's the best or easiest hairstyle for you to draw? Ooh, thank you for asking. I'd honestly say my easiest hairstyle is kind of like a bob and length, because bobs are fairly easy to do. You don't have to worry about some of the issues that come with long hair, but you also don't have to worry about your hair being too short that it looks bad, if you know what I mean. It's kind of half and half. You can really stylize it to make your characters seem much more in-depth, even if they aren't necessarily in-depth, if that makes sense. Because you can give so much personality to shorter hair. The longer the hair is, I feel like you lose something, right? And that's more of a personal preference to me, is I prefer short hair. If I turned on my camera now, you'd see that I like it so much. Half of my head is missing. So, yeah. We've got that. Also, hi Rex, how are you doing today? You just woke up? Mildly concerning. Why were you asleep? It's late. I mean, I'm glad you were sleeping. I have some issues with some people in this chat not wanting to sleep. And now I have issues with you sleeping too much. I really need to, like, make up my mind here. Man's bulky. Man's is coming along a lot bulkier than I intended. But we're just gonna roll with it. This is some concept stuff. Haven't drawn him in a while. Last time I think I drew this broski. Broski was bald, so I don't want to make him bald. I'm gonna give him some more of the accents I've got for him right now. Squat. And this is just a little design so far. So sleep is not bad for you, Hollow. It's not bad for anybody except for people who maybe sleep is bad for. But you need to sleep more. That is like saying food is bad for it because every single time you eat food, you want to have food later. Jerry, do you want to do a holiday project? I love holiday projects. Tell me more. You can't give me a single piece of information and want me to say yes or no. Give me intrigue. Make me wish to be a part of it. Make my life change. Oh, you needed a power nap. Okay, I get that. I was sitting there wondering if you were constantly sleeping until late at night, because yes, that's bad, broski. Don't do that. No bueno. Ooh, this is a lot different of a style than I'm used to. I'm going for more of like a gentle giant type look for this guy, right? I want his size to be intimidating. Just his pure bulk. Because I don't have many bulky characters, and I want to get into drawing them, because Skull Crusher should not be thin. Her name is Skull Crusher. How badass do you think a Skull Crusher would look? I mean, I can't curse. I mean, bad monkey bars should a girl named Skull Crusher be. But I also want this broski to be absolutely obsessed with, like, politeness and stuff. So I'm trying to get that across as well. I mean, obviously it's not going great now, but that's fine. Also, I'm overly excited. I might actually read the email out to y'all later because it's a funny email. Just remind me. In about one of you lovely dovely folks, if you could remind me in about 15 minutes to read y'all an email, then I will doodle something for you. I'll hold you at blackmail. I mean, not blackmail. That's not what blackmail is. That was an idiot sentence. But like, if y'all could give me a reminder, I would 100% draw some little something for you. You know, like a little doodle off to the... Okay, hello Jay. Thank you for donating $9 through Super Chat. Nearly 10, $9.99. That was my bad for reading it. It's just 9. I'm requesting another commission. I'll tell you about it in DMs after the stream. Oh, also, never gonna give you up. Never gonna let you down. Never gonna run around and desert you. Never gonna make you cry. Never gonna say goodbye. Never gonna tell a lie. And thanks, Jay. That wasn't... Ow. Kind of hurt my hand doing that, gonna be honest. That hurt. Little kiss for me. Make it feel better. Thank you so much, Jay. I'm slightly worried by the fact it's you. And by the fact I had to, you know, probably lose every single viewer at the fact that I started singing that in my natural singing voice. But that's amazing, and, I will await your commission. Slightly worrying. No more than slightly worrying, but I am more than willing to do something for you, broski. Alright, let's squish all this down and start repairing some stuff. So, broski, my artists in the chat. You got double rickrolled, you did in fact. And Then we're gonna count that as a Rickroll. He got me and he got everybody here. So that's points for the Rickroll competition, which, if y'all were not aware, is currently going on my server, so you should totally check that out. The winner gets some epic stuff, a whole bunch of rolls that will only be given to people who, go and participate in this contest. And, you know, you might get a little bonus or not bonus, considering if you get me or don't. So, be aware of that. And artists in the chat, tell me what needs to be fixed about this, because my original style leaves all the characters looking like sticks, looking like they have not had enough food, no protein in these guys' diets, so it's a little out of the ordinary for me to start doing it extremely like this, but I really want to make him seem a whole lot more special, if that's fair. A whole lot more different because of how different he looks in general. Are you a fan of My Chemical Romance? Okay. I'll shoot you one question back. Does listening to, what's the song? Gotta have high hopes for a living, on repeat, on loop for years make you a fan? Because if so, yes. If it doesn't, no. Because I think that's really the only song of theirs I listen to, but I absolutely love that song. If you told me I had to go without breathing or go without listening to that bad boy, then I don't know what I'd pick. Okay, fair enough. You heard the man. He is the man of the game. And I suppose that isn't quite fair because they didn't click on it. You're right, my rules were wrong. So, I completely forgot the rules. That's on me, that's on me. Alright. We gotta draw shoes on this bad boy and make this other leg a little bit wider. Actually, I'm trying to go for a lot more realistic, so I don't want one-jointed legs. Why don't we give him 2 joints? Why don't we make his legs functioning, shall we? I mean, it's a bizarre thought. How dare I decide to make a leg that might actually function? But, I'll do my best. Let's have the calves come in a little bit. Like that. Then have these come out. Like that. Then, also, I'm not doing it on a reference because he didn't draw that, and so I'm kind of, I'm kind of strapped here in the dark, waiting for my mom to get home, but it's fine. We're gonna continue like this didn't happen, and like I know what I'm doing. Yikes! Mans does not skip leg day. I'm not doing it, but I could do it, and that gives me a power trip, so, that's good enough for me. There we go. That's way too big. I take that back. Yoink. There we go. That looks slightly better. Speaking of calves, someone at my school didn't know what they were. What? Did they think that the calves did not exist? You cannot say that someone didn't know what calves were and then not enunciate. Did they just not know what it was called? Or did they straight up think that calves were fake? Explain more to me. Did this person think that, oh yeah, I just have a chicken thigh right on my lower leg part? It's weird to call it a chicken thigh, considering I'm not a chicken, but, you know how it is with these wacko scientists. Think they know everything. I know everything. I know that the chicken thigh is actually a robust part of human anatomy. Oh, you've been looping a song on 27 hours. I feel that. Also, oh my god. Y'all ain't seeing this. It's gone, it's going, it's gone. Let's, have this here a little bit more. Up. Yeah, I'm kind of thinking I should have stayed with my original style if this is how badly it's going. Yikey, yikey, yikes. Alright. But that's fine. We plow through. We make him look interesting. Right? Straight shoe. We're going with it. This is certainly cool. He just thought that the calves straight up didn't exist. I am more than slightly worried. The next generation, my weirdly Russian-sounding friends. Look how frail they are, not knowing calves exist. We, here at Terrible Russian Accent Emporium, where you buy a terrible Russian accent, know how to do calves. That was a weird bit, and I honestly never want to return to it. If you could, oh, can you draw a tiny Christmas tree? Of course I can. Let me put that little bad boy in a corner, shall I? But, I just want that bit to never be recited to me again. If I went my whole life without, you know, remembering this exact moment in time, then I would be very happy. Because, hate to say it, folks, hope I don't sound ridiculous, Russian Accent Emporium might be the bottom drag of me as a human being. But, with that being said, we're gonna finish up this little Christmas tree and continue on. Broski Dope. Broski Dope and say, oh, well, congratulations, Mellow High, for, realizing. I think, that's pretty dope. I'm gonna squish all these down together. That's dope. Congratulations! I feel like that's what should be said. And then I'm gonna reach forward like this. Quacha. Man's big. Man's swole. I think it should be said that I don't know how to draw swole, so, man's might be severely atomically incorrect. My favorite color is 11-teen. Oh, my favorite, ooh, you know, that good old-fashioned 11-teen. That's my favorite. I read a book titled that once, 11-teen. It was a pretty bad book, I'm gonna be honest. No harsh feelings to whoever wrote it, but the book was slightly dumb. Then again, it was written for, like, toddlers, so maybe I'm dumb for having read it, despite the fact that, you know, wasn't a toddler. So, take that, I guess. Yeah, we're just gonna squish all those down. If I can get through this, that'd be grand. Alright. So we're gonna start on the head right about now. There we go. Grab something green. And start. Gotta be boxy to fit how he looks so far. And he's gotta have his ears, which shall extend. Yep. Actually, I found it funny that my original version of him was bald. Then again, my original version of him was a lot different than his current version, or the version I will hopefully do later on. Because original version of him had no personality. Man's was just Skeletor amounts of evil. Why do you do what you do? Because I'm evil, and that was his entire amount of character development was, I don't know, I'm a mustache-twirling villain, who also is called Dr. Evil for some reason. Take that! And that was the extent of personality I gave him. The reason I'm making fun of it now is because now he is slightly less mustache-twirling when it comes to his villainous behavior, or villainy behavior. Mans is still kind of a mustache twirler, you know, typical video game villain. I'm evil because I said he's evil, and that's all you need to know. 10 teen. I was gonna make a joke of going down the numbers and you know, other teens, but 10 teen and 12 teen is the only thing I can do, because then it just goes to 19. Oh wait, no, that's already a thing. So you got 11 teen from a funny channel called Howly. I'll have to check that out. I don't think I said that correctly though. So let's draw his eyes. So, oh, that's not at all what I want for his eyes. So let's kinda move this down. Actually, we need to squish it just a tad, because his nose should not be that big compared to the rest of him. And let's start. His eyes, I think, need to hold a little bit of the professional broski this man is. Or at least this man hopefully shall be when I'm done with it. He's evil, but thick. Yes, thick boy. So, we're continuing through with this. We got a... I'm gonna go with this style eye to kind of protrude out a little bit. Oh, I don't actually want that much of the eye showing, so we're gonna or flip it upside down. I think upside... All right, now I'm having a little bit of trouble with this, but let's go like this. Let's go like that. Oh, that looks good. I like it. Might erase the nose, because I think the nose is exactly where I need to put something. It is, in fact, so nose is gone. We're gonna draw the other eye now. Oh, we're gonna erase half the eye I drew for no... that was intentional, obviously. Everyone who thought it wasn't intentional, you're wrong. I totally meant it to do that. And, ow, I don't have music on, do I? I don't have music. What type of music would y'all like me to play? Or at least I don't have, you know, something that y'all want me to play. What music should I put on for y'all? Would you like something jazzy? Would you like something popping? Something fresh, hip hop, and popular, which I might not really like, but, you know, that's fine. Anything, you know, non-copyrightable, I shall play. Actually, I think I've already gotten a copyright claim on this. So I probably already have, because I know I've been getting copyright claims recently, which is pretty weird considering, I'm using the Wii background and then a couple of stuff from Undertale. I wasn't aware Undertale had copywritten music, which is the whole reason that I've been using it, but I've been getting some. Oh, there is music? Alright. But, that's interesting, nonetheless. Sorry about that. I thought it was not on. I'm glad it is, however, because otherwise the only thing you'd be listening to is me. And that's, you know, it's pretty hard to listen to me. It's the starting screen music. Okay. What music is my starting screen music, if you don't mind me asking? Because I kind of have forgotten. Makes me sound like a really bad YouTuber that I'm asking y'all, hey, what is my starting music? Like, broskies, could you file my taxes for me, please? Could y'all file my taxes, right? Could y'all commit arson in my name? Give me $1 million! Oh god, my jokes are certainly interesting. Let's go like that, shall we? And then I'm gonna give him a curling smile. That's not exactly curling, and it's not exactly a smile. Let's erase that single line and start again. We're gonna give it more of a be red so I can look at this. I would like to remind you it's been 15 minutes. All right, let me take a look at this. Let me get something pulled up to suit the mood, shall I? Classical. Give me a sec. I'm gonna go to that. Let me open this. Turn off the background music, which is probably pretty loud at this stage. And, let me pull up this, which should be... I don't know what music this is, so it might be even worse. I need something classy. This is not playing. Is it classy? I don't know. Give me a second, folks. This is gonna be great if I can get it to play. Oh. I'm hoping you all can hear this. It's at about 4, and I would like to read something. This is not at all in the era, but we're going with it, alright? Because it suits what I need this for. And what I need this for is to read the most amazing thing I have ever sent and received in my entire life. So sit back, relax, ignore the fact that the screen y'all can't see is suddenly turned off and that's going to be annoying later on. Because you are about to hear the story of it's not loading lifetime. And I mean it, like, 100%. If I can... Alright, guess I... Alright, 3rd time's the charm. It's gonna be a great story if I can get it out. God. Alright. So, I need a certain amount of... Let me turn this music up. I need to have a certain amount of grades in my school to have a good relationship with my mom and dad, because I don't want to be in trouble, and B, to get exemptions. So I was at a 78 in English, the only language that I speak, so it's a little dumb that that's the language that I'm the worst at. And so this was the email I sent to get my grade up. Titled, Shakespeare Begs for a Better Grade. A short story by me, Dreary. What? I'm reading it. Don't. And don't come at me for the fact it's not an iambic pentameter. Get out.
Iambic.
Whatever, same difference.
Iambic pentameter.
I gotta read it.
It's a great story, though. Read it.
Salutations, Mr. English teacher. I desire this message meets thee well. 'Tis appears yond I am lacking the 2 points I needeth to hath an 80 in the class. I may hath overlooked some assignments in thine class. Couldst thee sendeth those folk to me, so yond I couldst complete those folk and receiveth mine grade up. I implore thee to assist me in this manner. I anticipate thy response. Me. So, it's pretty great, pretty fantastic. Didn't, really expect anything until, I received this email. Good morrow, Miss McClung. 'Twould seem that thou hast observed thy marks wisely and accurately. 'Tis likely thou checked thine hack right before thine sanity teacher submitted marks for thine essay. Thou shalt have an 80 for thy grading period, for methinks 'twould be folly to leave thee with a 79. Save thee, gentlewoman. And I sent him back this last one, which was just pretty much a thank you. Valorous dawnings to thee, Mr. English teacher. The most wondrous benefactors sprinkle our society with thankfulness, for thy own gifts maketh yourselves did praise. I thank thee for thy assistance in this manner, and wish thee a stupendous day. Many grant thee mercy. And that's what I sent someone, unironically. And they sent it back, matching my energy. That was just grand. So, honestly, 10 out of 10. I don't want to do that. That was fun.
I couldn't be more proud of you if they were real grades.
They were fantastic, and they were real grades. Stop quoting Blonde. Or whatever the movie is. Legally Blonde.
It's Legally Blonde. Oh my gosh.
I've never watched it. Can you please recap in English?
I've refailed. I failed.
You have refailed?
I failed a couple of times.
You did,
yeah.
but not just in school.
Oh.
I love you, Mom.
Is this on video?
Yes.
Oh. This is so you could save yourself, right?
From being murdered? Quite possibly. Alright, this should be loading here so I can boot this back up again.
Oh, did you read that because you're having problems?
I'm having a ton of issues. I'm kind of glad that I stopped reading then, because, or started reading then, because the issues started as soon as I began to read, which might have been a bad omen about what I was reading.
Possibly.
Yeah.
Alright, love you.
Love you too. I can only guess who your oh, and it decided to go down again. This is slightly annoying. And it's up! I meant to do that. I corrected it myself. Bye-bye.
Why is there an elf in a jar?
He's not an elf and he's not in a jar. Don't.
Love you, babe.
I love her too, but I'm not gonna tell her that. Come on, I gotta have something here. I mean, I gotta be an annoying teenager 9 times out of 10. So, that's what I wanted to read to y'all, though. It was fun. I kind of enjoyed it. I kind of did not, do a good job of, oh my god. Will this stop doing it? Oh my goodness gosh. So this is actually being really annoying. And I don't know how much of this you are able to see. I'm gonna have to get a new one. I mean, I know I said I would last time, but, it's been a while. So I will try and get that this week, the new cord. I think it's the cord that's the issue. I hope it's not the iPad itself, because if it is the iPad, oh, we're gonna have so many problems, and it's not gonna be funny. So I'm hoping it's not. Which is the best I can do. Hope. Hi, Comfort Streamer. Hello, thy plant lord. How are you doing today? I hope it's good, because you're fantastic. And everybody is. Everybody's fantastic. Man's his neck. I never understood necks. Can I be honest? I mean, I know I've spent this entire stream complaining. I might as well have called it the complaining stream, just to save a little bit of time. Oh, I wonder what Dreary is doing today. Sees such a sparkling shine of hope into our new world. I'm just going to join and pop in and be amazed at the fact she's, making another OC that I haven't seen before for me to enjoy. Oh, good heavens! She's insulting the world around her. My poor little toddler's brain has been shown the magnitude of the evil world around. I will now die. And that's exactly what I've imagined just happened. I'm actually good at reading the future, or reading what's happening in relations to me. So, I know I know when I know. And, I know. So, yeah. Now that we know, and that I know you know, and you know that I know that I know, but you know that I know and you know that we know that I know, we're a very knowledgeable group. That was a very... Alright. So, I'm trying to give him a kind of unique hairstyle, right? I want... What hairstyle would symbolize, like, grace? What hairstyle would do that? I want it to also kind of, like, defy gravity. Because man's is dope. What hairstyle do I want to do for him? Methinks thy elder of common tongue, for thou is a patron yon wonder. Yes, Jay, whatever you said, I agree with. I mean, I know I'm the one who started this whole speak in tongues situation, but gonna be honest here, I never understood Shakespeare. I think Mans needs to set down the dictionary to stop sounding smart for 4.5 seconds. But Mans is dope. Grim, which is the character I'm making right now. Pigtails kinda work, alright? But I'm gonna go for more of this, like, zigzag kind of, like, dreadlock situation. Because that's dope. You know, I feel like this is a kind of dope hairstyle, and is exactly what I was going for, so let's go with it. I mean, obviously, not the best form of dreadlocks ever, but considering I really don't draw them often, I'd say this is pretty good. I also don't have any references up for this, other than that one. Mans is so let's fix his proportions. We got his face. Let's fix the rest of him. Let's take out the bottom too, because we don't need that anymore. And let us start at the atrociousness that is this bottom layer. So, let's use his face for proportion. And this is gonna be, you know, our big callback episode. How tall should he be? Good question, me. He should be 9 heads tall. Let's see how tall he actually is. And then we can correct everything from there. Let's also kind of shave down his neck. That way it's easier to do. And I don't have to, you know, worry as much. We're also going to shave a little off the top of his head since hair. But this is basically how tall his head was before. 1, he's 2 heads tall. 3 heads tall. 4 heads tall. 5 heads tall. Mans is very short. So what we're going to do to correct this is we're going to make him 9 heads. Now, I should have done this originally, but I'm going to be honest here, folks. I did not think far ahead. What should you always do when making yourself a painting, making yourself a stuff? You should always... We're doing Blue's Clues stuff here now, folks. Think ahead, that's right. Now, by thinking ahead, I could have gotten myself to... How tall am I now? I stopped counting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 heads tall. It's an interesting amount of height. But we need him to be 8. I'm gonna go for 8 instead of 9, mainly because I don't really think I have enough room to do 9, and for him not to be itty-bitty. So, this is how tall Broski should be. Oh no, I didn't mean to put his last head on there, because I kind of want his last head. Right, so, now we need to scale the body in order to fit it. So, I think you need to widen the head. I think I do as well. Or, widen the body. I will almost certainly need to do that too, though. Or... Gosh dang it. Alright, so... we are going to... In thought of what I might ask in the commission, how draw can you well, lizard people? That's an interesting question that you totally asked and that I did not butcher. Let me think. I can draw lizard if you give me a good enough references, I think I could take on a lizard person. Right, so let's actually use the liquefy tool, because his bust should come to about there. His hips to there. Let's push his legs down. Legs to here. Very much legly. Looks very human in design. His body to about there. His arms to about there. Oh, this is so human. Alright, now that we have corrected this human's proportions and have not made it worse in any possible conceivable notion, let's make his head bigger. His head needs to be wider in order to fit those shoulders. So, that's exactly what we're gonna do. I'm making Mans look much worse. But I also need to make it so I don't make his head bigger, because that will make the rest of his body bigger. Okay, slightly annoying. Wish I had thought of this sooner, and that I was not completely, you know, ditching my original art style. That's fine. Big head. And we're just gonna start like so. That kind of works without doing much. let's get that erased, and let's start again. His hips do not lie. Man's got big hips. That's all I have to say about this. That's all I can say, because that's the truth. So, do I have my croquet? I think I've got a croquet around here somewhere. Let me take a picture of that. The 9-head croquet, which is a little bit different than the 8-head croquet, but what can you do? When you're a drunken sailor, what can you do with a drunken sailor? What can you do with a drunken sailor early in the morning? Take a picture of that. Oh, did not mean to click it. And let's go here. I'll go to the be right back. For a second. Where it won't take long. Just want to import a photo. And back we go. I wish I had something to cover it up so you couldn't see my screen temporarily. But then I might keep it on for all time. Oh, I will check out the drawing you made. That's very kind of you. Very kind indeed. But yeah, I will check out that little piece you made in just a moment. So we're trying to... Alright. I think of something. So I'm trying to follow this 9-head croquet and also make man's muscular. So we need to, or at least like big built. So let's have it out to around here. Out to here and then in. Maybe just a little shading there. Should be around there for the hips, I think. Is it weird to sing in beeps and bops? No, I do it all the time. It's a very good way of singing me thinketh. I'm playing at Deltarune right now. Oh, that's epic. What part of Deltarune are you at? First chapter, second chapter? Have you, encountered any game-breaking bugs, or have you not? I don't know much about it, so I don't know how the bug situation is, but considering it's Toby, I'm assuming there aren't many bugs. Or if they are, he's cracking down on them, because I'm gonna be honest, I don't see how, he does what he does. It's like he has infinite amount of times to just think of dope characters. It's kind of cool, I'm gonna be honest. Well, it's not kind of cool, it's really cool. Let me go like this. I need to get better shoes designed, because right now, their shoes are just objects. They're just, really straight lines, so I need to do that. We're starting chapter 2. You haven't beaten chapter 1. Okay. I have watched, a few people play it. Was not necessarily my cup of tea, but I'm glad other people enjoy it. I was a much bigger fan of Undertale a few years after it came out, but I can totally see why people want to play Deltarune, because it's a very similar game from what I've seen. And it's a very odd plot. Well, not odd, but like good odd. You know what I mean. Y'all know what I mean. Then we're gonna start with a different color to right there. Proportions are bad. I have a ton of issues with proportions too. I would suggest, and this is, well, it might sound a little weird. Sorry, I had to take a huge sip of water. I was very thirsty. Is I would look up a fashion video. Now I know what you're thinking. I didn't ask for any help designing clothes for my characters or for myself. I asked for help with proportion. Well, what I've got picked up right here is a little reference. I'm gonna move it around slightly. Is the 9-head croquet. Now you can make a croquet in art, right? Obviously. They've got tons of it. You can find bases of them all over on the internet. But they don't really explain them to you. Not very well, right? So, I suggest looking up fashion croquis, like how to draw a fashion croquis. because you will get fantastic advice, and people will go through step by step and explain, this is how big this should be, this is how big this should be, this is how you draw one for a dude, this is how you draw one for a girl. And they explain it so simply because they're not trying to sound smart with their artistic knowledge, they're just trying to explain something to you, right? They think that everybody listening to it is just wanting to draw something for fashion, so that's how they're explaining it. Now obviously there are going to be some better tips and some worse tips and, you know, yada yada, but it'll be a lot easier than looking up some art tips, or at least that's how I thought of it. I thought of it as much easier. And it might not be as easy for you as it was for me, because another thing you have to keep in mind is that people are different. I might think that a fashion croquis is easier because people aren't using big fancy words in order to make themselves sound smarter, but you might be like, I want big fancy words. So just, tutorials are amazing, right? The head size is one of the most important things to think about, but at the end of the day, it's your character. Your proportions are fantastic. They can make or break a character design, right? But at the end of the day, it's your character. Whether people like it or not doesn't matter because you created it, you know? Like, if you please everybody in the world, you're either doing something really, really right or really, really wrong. Because people will, they'll hate anything and like anything for different reasons, you know? Have I ever heard of Learning with Pibby? I have not, actually. What does he do? I'm a real wild guess, like Adult Left Lane, but I'm assuming he gives art advice. Is he any good? I might have to check him out, because I use art advice all the flippin' time. And I like just listening to tutorials because you'll pick up on stuff like kind of subconsciously, but you don't have to follow along and do it step by step. I also love TikTok art tutorials. I'm a big person on TikTok. I mean, I don't post, but I watch a lot of TikTok, I suppose is how I should say it. And they got some pretty good advice on there. Especially with, like, muscle groups and things. Now, obviously, you know, some of the advice is kind of horrid. Like, I'm watching it, I'm like, no! Don't tell people to shade like that. You're just skipping some of the parts that make it look that good. You're not actually gonna end up doing it like that. Or, you know, I might think so, but I don't know. I guess, you know, things change. I don't know. I went off on a tangent and I kind of lost what I was speaking about. Is that fair? And then I was trying to flounder about to find what I was talking about, but I've lost it completely. So I'm kind of just stepping out now and hoping that y'all can accept my apology. Is an adult swim short where a glitch is corrupting cartoon characters. Oh! That's interesting. That's, cool. Did they get to write this? What type of characters have got in it? Actually, that's really cool. Like, what's the plot line about? Well, glitch. Let me stop you before you say something. Glitch? Taking out cartoon characters, I'm assuming. Drew, do you do your streams always on Friday? Yes, unless I can think of some other reason that I should be streaming, I will only do it on Saturdays. I mean, Fridays! That's what today is! Why did I say I was agreeing with you? Why did I try to change the date? Yes, today is a Friday. Not on Friday the 13th, but the 10th, that's close enough. We can basically call it Friday the almost 13th. And I do most of my streamings on the day of today. The Fry of days. The day of Fry. How come Fridays are called Fridays? Can anyone explain that to me? Why do we call it a Friday? I'm listening and waiting, but unless one of y'all pops through, I don't really think you're gonna say anything. And if one of you did poke your head out of my computer screen, yellow, yellow, yellow. I think I'd be more concerned with how someone was poltergeisting their way through my computer. Thank you, oh Popcorn Lord! Those of you...
Welcome, Dreary!
Dankeschön!
Bitte sehr!
For those of you who are new, remember that now is your time to spam Popcorn Lord in that chat. And we can get on with it. Hello, Dreary, call me Ollie and tell me that I'm cute. I want to see if it's a validating name. All right, Ollie. Hello, Ollie. Should I call you that from now on? Monsieur? Set that bad boy down. That's the last of my winter edition pomegranate flavored energy drink. Very good. Like it a lot. Honestly, it's one of my favorite flavors, so I hope it's not just like a limited edition thing, because I would be sad. There we go. Then we have to have something. I'm gonna be honest, I'm trying to hide that hand, but it's fine. I'm just gonna put that there. Oh, I'm sorry you feel that way, Plant Lord. I didn't see that you had been sending any other messages. But I'm very sorry to hear that you think that. What were you talking about? Maybe I can answer the question. What are your questions on the art community? They're like any community, really. As much as communities try to claim that they're different and more inclusive, the bigger a community is, the more awful people are gonna be in it. I feel like it's not one of the worst, right? But, it's also pretty toxic sometimes. If we can be honest here. It's pretty toxic sometimes. Not grand. Let's go like this. But it's not awful. As much as people like to complain, it's not the worst. And whenever people start acting up, other people call them out on things. We don't just roll with it. So that's one plus, you know? In a sea full of downsides, we've got a couple of good pluses. Most of the time, we'll call people out. And, you know, that's good. There we go. There we go, like this. I have to draw a hand. Thankfully, I have been practicing thanks to this little website, which I conveniently forgot the name of. Sounds like I'm trying to say, oh, I didn't forget the name, but I actually forgot it. It's a really cool website, though. It gives you, like, a little countdown timer thing, and you have to draw whatever pops up, and it's been helping me with hands. Something about watching a True Sam just saps every little bit of energy from me. Is that a compliment or is it an insult? I can't really tell. I mean, if I'm making you tired, that might be a good thing because you're going to get rest, right? But I don't know. I'm gonna take that as a compliment. I'm stealing your energy. It's finally been found. My mysterious plan has been brought to light. I have been stealing your energy to fuel my evil plan from the very beginning. Soon my monstrous machines will take over the world, and you pitiful heathens will have no choice but to turn to me for fuel. My energy being the very thing you hath lost. I don't have any questions, just want someone to talk to because my day has been bad. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Plant Lord. What about your day was bad? And what can I do to help it? Handy hand. Man's got long finger there. Let's just... What? Yeah. He doesn't exactly have to have the most active hand ever. I just gotta get something down. I mean, this is just concept art for him. And this is taking a while. Let's, scout out his fingers a little bit more, and also streamline that to here. Alright, we're gonna sap that down to the bottom where it should be. And now we're just gonna resize the fingers. How do we resize it? Push them! I don't know that song. I don't know the lyrics. to that song, but it's very catchy. So it's kind of annoying that I've got a song stuck in my head, but I also don't know the lyrics, so, it's about drive, it's about power. We stay hungry, we devour. Really? Oh, you're not wrong. I did kind of do that, didn't I? I didn't actually mean it, but it would have been funny if I did, you know? I'm gonna go back to what it was before. No, I'm not, because that was awful. Alright, so I'm gonna redo the hand. Yoinkus, joinkus, joinkus. Does that look better? Man, hands are hard. I take back what I said earlier. I just cannot draw hands. Hands are hard. They are! This is really difficult. Oh god, that was on the same layer. I was just messing around, and then I realized, oh goodness gracious me. I actually have to live with the consequences of my actions, or do I? The bonuses of being a digital artist. Being that I serve no consequences. Look, let it go, goodbye. Does that look better? You know, not really, but we're going with it. Man's compared to man's before. Kinda awful, but we're going with it. Because I don't have a lot of time. His anatomy is whack. His face whack. His hands whack. People say that hands are hard. Is it true? Yes. Very, very true, in fact. We're gonna clipping mask this and make it kind of like a dark brown. That way I can get... No, actually, I need that for the skin tones. We're gonna grab something around there, shall we? And, let's get started with cleaning this cleanup a little more. So I need to either make this less bulky or this more bulky, since they're differentiating manners of bulk, and that would also explain why the hand's so big. So let's, bulk some stuff up, shall we? Let's grab expand and begin to expand very slowly. Let's reconstruct that. Let's actually just push it out a little, but have a little bit less on the grabby. There you go, something like this. That just makes his hand look like it's been stung by something. But, I guess we're gonna have to go with it. Alright. And another thing, I gotta fix his hips. By even though I just met you 2 minutes ago. Alright, see you, Taxi! Sorry, I felt like I had to sneeze. In fact, I still do, but, we'll get to that when we come to it. Question, background first or character first? It depends entirely on what you're doing. If you're wanting your main focus to be your background should come first. If you want your main focus to be your character, you should draw your character first, you know? Half and half. It's like, how do I say this? You gotta think about how it goes before where it goes, you know? Like, you don't... If you were building a house, you wouldn't just start building. You'd start planning stuff, right? So maybe you plan out your piece, and then you start with background no matter what. It kind of like, I don't know what I'm saying. Yeah, hopefully that made sense, you know? Pretend I said something really profound, and then we'll go with it. Mans. Alright, so we're gonna expand that. Does this look good? Like, give me an out of 10. Oh, I'm sorry she can't meet up tomorrow. That's really sad. pass her my condolences. I'm gonna say the drawing I did, it's your profile character. Oh, that's fantastic, Sarv. Thank you so much. I will check that out. Did you email it to me, or is it part of your YouTube account? Which should I check out before the stream ends, which shouldn't be for a little while now. Then we also gotta get some clothes on this bad boy, because my man does not walk around unclothed. So let's put the computer back there. Import another reference on, so I can get a little clothes reference going for me. I do not have any clothes references up. That's kind of annoying, but we can roll with it. I suppose. What picture shall I grab instead? Let's grab this good old-fashioned photo right here, just so I can improve on some things. Let me come back. There I am. Fantastic. What happens if I bother the king enough? He eats your soul. I have no clue. I don't know if I haven't mentioned this already. I haven't played the game, but it does sound fun, though. So, let me get started. Monsieur King Boy. Question, what's your channel about? Thank you, Waifu Pennywise, for the question. My channel is a little bit of everything, right? I draw characters and art like this on every Fridays at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I think. I don't know time zones all that well. I'll sometimes call out or, make a little, hey, this person did this. They're kind of gross. Watch out for them type videos, Gaming occasionally. Yeah. I'm wanting to be more active, especially now that Christmas is coming around and I'll have some better equipment, or I'm trying to get some better equipment to make videos and play video games, yada yada. And hopefully that will come out in the video quality. I'm taking some video editing classes right now so that the editing becomes better. But yeah, general art tips and tricks, stuff like that. I'll sometimes critique people's OCs and stuff. It's a lot of fun. I suggest, checking me out, maybe subscribing. I might be my own best friend, but that doesn't mean I'm not cool, and that doesn't mean I'm not dope, and you shouldn't subscribe. Yeah, broskies, call me cool. Make me seem cool in front of the new person. Say a fun fact about me. Just completely make it up. Like, I once escaped from Alcatraz in '96. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Plant Lord. I saw that message a little earlier. Sorry that, my condolences for your friend, and I'm sorry that you couldn't meet up with her. I'm trying to get better at drawing. Well, I do have a Discord, which I can send you the link to, which is a full little critique area where people can critique your work and you can see other people's critiques to get better on your own. What do you think? What type of outfit should I give him? Oh, I know. So I'm going for polite, but stiff. So let's do something a little like this. Alright, let's try something like that, shall we? No, I've gotta... Okay, so I'm not enunciating what I want, so let's... Yes, I am epic! I'm so cool! Alright, maybe I should add shoulder pads or something? A little pad out here. No, shoulder pads look awful. I just now remembered. Armor, okay. I think I have an armor reference. Let me grab it. I've got an armor reference right here. Technically, it's how to shade armor, but it's an armor reference nonetheless, so let's get in on it. Real. Proud, even. So, pretty much, this armor has more rings in it, so let's begin with that, shall we? I feel like some rivets off to the side here would look kind of dope, right? And that means we gotta add the rivets to the other side to make it look even. Make sure the rivets face the same way. That is some good advice, though. I like it, Pennywise. Started right there. If it'll stop doing that little thing. And, yeah. Let's make it a bit smaller. That way it doesn't go all the way around. There we go, like that. Then we drag it off to the side slightly. And take it down like this. Oh, ooh, even better idea. Okay, we're gonna have it go down like a ring mail, step by step into the next area. Hello, Sticky Art. How are you doing today? I hope you're having a good old time. Do you remember me? My name used to be Gotcha Stuffs. OMG, that name does ring a bell. How are you doing? I'm glad you could rejoin after so much time. Looks like a vampire. I see that with the ears, I do. After the purple skin tone, I think you might change your mind, but I'm glad that you think that, because it's kind of like the vibe I'm going with, you know? Mans needs to be extra dope, if you catch my drift. Huh. We're gonna go like this. I'm trying to keep it continuous and go line by line. That way I get more of symmetry. I get what I'm going for more. I'm kind of slowing down with how cohesive what I'm saying is, but trust me, it makes sense to me and everybody in my head. I've got my hands on a digital oh, don't be like that, Pennywise. Let me go back in time. Let me show you something. This is also the same guy. This is Grim, as you can tell. His style has changed. And so has mine. Made him look less like that. And this was from like a year ago. You can get a lot better as time goes on. And also, if you want vampire, this man's a vampire. That dude, that broski vampire. The guy that I'm kind of doodling near. And I got my older artworks. My only advice for doing stuff is just draw for anybody, right? Draw for absolutely everybody and anybody who will let you draw for them. If it's free... Oh, Runa Animations! Oh, that's you, Sarv? Okay! I get you now. I remember you. But advice is always continue and make your art look better and better. There'll always be the get better at art fast tips. They might work. They might make your art better. But keep in mind that that was only because you practiced and decided to use them. So practice makes perfect. Oh, and I've reunited two friends, I'm hoping. Friendly friends. I'm hoping I have reunited friends and not enemies, at least. It'd be kind of, weird if I reunited enemies. So let's go with that. Actually, let's go with more of a heart-styled armor down at the bottom here. With a jaw. No, that does not look like a jaw at all. Let me redraw it. It should be right near the center of his chest, which is... Oh, that's why I drew it off, because this is off too. Let me push it to the side a little. Like that, and like that. And then the jaw should be right about here. Let's draw that crisscrossing mouth up and down to here, up and down to the other side. That looks good, and you really can't tell what it is, so let's actually start over. Let's give some of those rivets near there, the certain jaw there, and bada bang, bada boom, jaw complete. Learning values and hues works a lot. You're welcome. Oh, I have reunited best friends. I'll take that. You know what? That means I'm cool and epic and things. I don't have the equipment for a fancy iPad. You don't need a fancy iPad. Everything, I've got one, right? So it won't be like it doesn't help, because you know what? It does help. I won't lie and say that equipment does not make things better, but it isn't the end-all be-all. IBS Paint is a completely valid source to make something awesome, and some people have created works of art I cannot even fathom on IBS. You don't need fancy equipment or even a fancy iPad to make your art great. You just have to break through doing bad art enough. And that sounded like I was trying to call your art bad. I have not seen your art, so I'm not trying to. But you have to make bad art long enough to know how to make bad art good. You know? That's more what I meant. Let's go with that. Think about, have you all ever seen medieval art? I'd suggest going up and looking at something like medieval horse, medieval armor art, right? And you'll see absolutely god-awful photos, right? Like, people who drew things that I'm sitting there and I'm like, how does that even remotely look like the animal you were trying to draw? That salamander is on fire, right? But, they didn't have many art tips. They did not have the resources we do. If they wanted to know what a lion looked like, they had to hear it from people. So you'll see paintings that look, bad, right? But now we've got all these tips. We can make art good because we have knowledge, and that's how everything improves. Oh, thy plant lord, I'm sure you have good friends, and I'm sure you can find people like that elsewhere. Remember, if the people around you aren't good for you, then you might have to look elsewhere to find people who can support you. Besides, I'm always open to talk. I might not be very good at responding, because I'm very awful at responding, but I'll always be there to listen when you just want to rant and stuff. I'm sorry to hear that you're going through some things, though, thy plant lord. So we're just gonna rake up here. I'm just trying to draw a little bit of scale mail going through that arm. So we'll draw a rivet off to the side here. There we go. That way I don't have to draw much on this arm either. Let's draw the riveting ends here. Riveting end. Interesting factoid for those of you who like medieval armor, however. I think this factoid will interest you. Medieval armor has a ton of strengths, right? But it also has a ton of weaknesses, obviously, otherwise we'd, still use it today. One of its weak points was that if you could get in between one of these little brackets, you could break them, right? Because these were just a whole bunch of brackets, mashed together. But someone has created a sheet of armor where it's all one strand, and they are connected together and cut. I'm not going to explain it because I'm fairly bad at it, but it's good. It's good. Oh, sticky art. That's impressive. 25 years. That's cool. Are you talking to me, waifu? Because the answer would be no, but I do respect furries. They've got a pretty decent community. I mean, obviously, they have some pretty bad ones too. Cough, cough, Sappho, cough, cough. But, it's a fairly interesting community, to say the least. Let's have it rivet down like this. And the sticky, that's really cool. Could you show some of your art, if you don't mind? I'd like to see what you've got. That sounded challenging. I'd like to see your best shot. I might be the most amazing person at art in the entire universe. The extended Marvel universe. Me am good art. But I actually want to know. I'm pretty curious. Your profile picture is pretty cute. So let's liquefy this bad boy into next year. And make it a little more curvy. It's also heavy metal. It is, in fact. I think I'm going. This thing I've got here is very brutish, which kind of suits it. But I might want to add a little bit more of a. Oh, that looks awful. So we're gonna continue those rivets down to here, where it'll have to end in a more natural way. There we go. That looks better. I honestly don't like those rivets. What should go there? Should it just be chain, or should it be... What should go there? Skullbone Unlimited. That name makes me suspicious. I remember someone like that rickrolling me. Are you the person who rickrolled me, or am I getting mad at a complete random stranger? Oh, yeah. Don't look. Give me a sec. Is it this sprite? Give me a quarter of a second. I gotta move everything. Get out of here. Get out of here. Is it, disgust. Where's my disgust? Gross. This is my gross one. This one? Or is it one of my earlier versions of sprites? Because, early sprites, they were pretty bad. But you know what? I was kind of just a learning process, you know? Because I will admit, I have not updated it in a while, and, that hand is awful. But, we'll continue and pretend like it, does not have any issues. Get out of here, Markiplier. I'm trying to do a stream. No, do not start the Markiplier video I've got queued up. Alright, continuing. Yes, I did get rickrolled bad. It was them! You remember! I've got it! I knew! I remember! Ha ha ha! You said that you wouldn't, but I intentionally went and remembered this. Oh, I'm so big brain. Ah, yes! Who's the eyes? It is that one. Yeah, I'm planning on updating them again. I know that they're bad right now. I mean, they're not the worst sprites I've had. Seriously, if you have the time, go back and look at one of my first art videos. Don't check out the Minecraft videos. They're absolutely awful. Where is Charlie, thy plant lord? I hate to say this. Charlie? He's not working. Let me, he constantly says that he's already showing, despite the fact Mans is not showing. If I go over here and I click, where is it? Stream pet, no ad. He does not want to add, he's dead. Oh, what? You got him alive again. Welcome, Charlie. Who do you think I am? I think you're the person who rickrolled me. Not in the contest, I can't do anything. I think you're lying, and I think you're Jay in disguise. I'm convinced you could be a completely, and I could be yelling at someone who does not deserve this, but I'm willing to do this. I think you're Jay trying to trick me. Do not check out the Minecraft videos, guys. Okay. Listen. I was like 10 when I made those, and they're really bad, and I'd appreciate if you didn't check them out. Alright? They're real bad. Please don't. Please don't. I have Discord. I know who you are, Skullbone. I remember that frog. I remember everything. My memory is as solid as the stone that I sit on, except I'm sitting on a comfy chair and it's not very strong. But still, I understand What? Okay. I need some serious life advice right now. I need to make this man's armor look dope, and I don't know how to continue this. It just kind of ends there. What should I do to continue it? Should it be chain under here? Then where should it go? I don't know, pants. So I have the right out pants right here. Let's have it like this. I'll just have chain go around there. That should be fine, right? What do you think? Chain to there? What do you remember? I'm so confused. I don't know if I'm yelling at someone random. That's the thing. If it is you, Jay, then I want to say that I knew it from the very beginning. And if it isn't you, I'd like to apologize because someone whose thing looks exactly like yours rickrolled me because they were one of my moderators and they like to look up knight armor. I can do that. Give me a sec. Let me look up king armor. Because man's a king, so I want to make him look kingly. Armor king, who's that? He is a Tekken 7 character, and he's a jaguar. I want to buy that. Oh, so bad, but I'm not sharping. Sharping. So let me pull this into view. What do y'all think? I'm gonna scroll through here. So we got Crusaders. We got this dude who's a furry who's appearing a lot. I don't know. Let's go fantasy, that way we can find more. Please read my previous text and give me a second. We should collaborate. Oh, we should. That'd be fun. I don't mind collaborating because I'm very fancy. Oh, that looks dope. Oh my. Oh. Okay, a little fur off the shoulder. I see. Okay. Dope. I think I'm gonna take a little something out of this because that looks so cool. A Warhammer 40k armor. I'm taking this as a little bit of inspiration. Let's take that off to the side and let me pull up Streamlabs and this. Thoughts on Dream? You mean dreaming? Or no, you probably mean Dream the YouTuber. Oh god, oh god. Dream's not bad. I mean, honestly, I don't know much about him, but from what I've heard, he's just like a speed YouTuber, right? I don't know if he's actually cheating, right? I've heard he's been accused of cheating, but I don't know. It's kind of like a I don't know much, so I can't really talk much about it situation, right? I know I used to be obsessed with the Dream SMP for like a week, and then I stopped watching, so, have I heard of Poppy's Playtime? Oh, I watched Markiplier's playthrough of it. It was pretty cool. I thought the chase scene was exquisitely well done, but I did not like the rest of the game. I felt like the rest of the game was very unpolished, which was odd considering how well polished everything else was. So yeah. Just trying to Streamlab this around. Or just make it go faster so I can get this done in time. They go rubble, they go the drawing I made you. Let me check that out, Sarv. Poppy's Playtime disappointed me. That's completely fine. I liked the beginning of it, like I said. I didn't like the beginning of it, but the chase scene I thought was absolutely exquisite. And especially watching the behind-the-scenes footage of that, I felt was really interesting. Because they had like 7 or 8 Huggy Wuggies just chilling around the map, waiting for you to come into their area, that way they could activate. And it was interesting seeing how smart the developers were to, you know, cut down time and make lag less apparent and stuff. I felt like that was a cool idea that was executed fairly well. And yeah, that's my thought on the matter. Due to the fact that they were just recolored Huggy Wuggy? What? I don't think the creators knew it would pop out that much. I feel like that's true about everything, though, right? Like, creators want things to pop off, but do they really know what it'll be like when they do? I mean, sometimes I wonder what it would have been like if I hadn't been really lucky with the algorithm for like 6 videos, you know? I want to make a drawing of you, Jerry. No, that's so sweet. What do y'all think? Does this look cool? It does not look cool. I'm answering for y'all. Let's do something like this instead. Right, so I always ask y'all something, then I decide that I decide what I want to do, because, you know, my opinion matters mostest. The extra mostest. Alright, broskies, wise men say, alright, I want something better. Okay, so let's go like this and around. There's gonna be a Huggy Wuggy doll soon. That'll be cool. Can't wait for that. Because I don't want to give him a dress, right? Okay. Okay. What do I want? What do I want? This is very annoying. Okay. So... this is so hard for me. Alright. So I've got a really cool reference in front of me, but it also really doesn't suit the character that he is, right? Osmosis. What is osmosis? The dividing of the cells or something. You know what? We're just gonna do this, all right? Man has high-rise shorts, and that's what we're doing with it. Because I really can't do anything else. I really don't like the look of it. And then we gotta do shoes. Oh god, no. Shoes! Okay. Oh my god, I hate everything because I don't want to do just that. I'm very ragey right now. This is not a good time for me to get mad at this. I have a full-on... Okay, so... the only contact I had to the outside world is school and stores. Well, at least you have people, right? You can always chillax with them. Let's go knight. Let's just look at some knight armor, right? Shall we? What am I on? Okay. So, they all kind of... Okay. I know what I'm doing. Ready? The smartest decision I have chosen to do all day. We're gonna have a belt around here, right? Like this, following the flow of the original line. What? Yeah. Right. With me. Come on, stay with me. We got this. Then we're going to have the flow here. And connect over here. Like so. The little thing that all knights have. Like right there. That's what we've got. Kwa-chow. Does it look good? Maybe not. Does it work? Yes. And that's what we need, right? Ta-da! Dre, can I add you in an animation I'm gonna do? Oh, I'd like that! That'd be so cool! Yeah, sure. Go ahead. I would like that, honestly. I realized afterwards that sounded kind of sarcastic, but I didn't mean it to sound sarcastic, so sorry if it did. That would honestly be really cool, as long as it's not like an animation like, top 10 worst people in the entire world. I'd be completely fine with it. So sure, go ahead, man. And even if it is, that'd be pretty dope. I'm one of the top 10 people, worst people. It's pretty cool. What I miss? We were just chatting about world domination and such. I gotta draw shoes. And howdy Turt. I just now realized we're gonna have some little high-rise shoes, making this look a whole lot more like another character, but that's fine. I can add this little bow tie, because I have not added that right now. Let's have this go up, like that. Like that. Have this little X there. Have that. Follow around here. Corner out the nubbins. There we go. We have completed shoes. And the chainmail underneath it. And the chainmail here. Man's is completeth. And then we simply have to add the final exclamation mark. The tie. Thought I turned off notifications. That's kind of annoying, but what can you do to a drunken sailor? No, it doesn't go that far down. What am I thinking? Alright. Let's do this one more time. A tie, that'll be easy. Hey, does anyone have any tips on how to draw dragons? Make sure you give them legs. Because if they don't got legs, it ain't a dragon, it's a wyvern. That's your dreary tip of the day. You know how it is. Very good tip. Let's draw it like that. And wrap around the neck it goes. There we go. I like the existence that there is a car. The Pope implies existence of car Catholicism. Which means car Jesus died for their car sins. Oh, from the Pope and cars. I love people that bring that up. Because it's just so ridiculous. But it makes sense. You can't say that that doesn't exist in the Cars universe. And it also implies that there's a car Jesus. And car dinosaurs and stuff. When you take Disney out of context, it's kind of weird. Disney's kind of freaky. I know that might not be Disney, so, sue me, but don't actually. I want my money. Or do actually. That'd make great clickbait. The funniest things about being a YouTuber is dealing with people threatening to sue you. It's hilarious. Immediately imagine a dragon without legs. Just everything but the legs. Oh, poor dragon. Oh, no legless dragon. They scary. And now we gotta start with the skin tone, which should be a dark purple. Right about here. Right? There's his skin tone with some of his lighter shades. Oh, completely got that wrong, so let me grab this. With some of his highlights being that. But let's get started, shall we? And let me make sure this is the colors that I want. Let me check around there. Yep, that works. All right, continuing. Let's start, shall we? The car... Ooh, car dino. That's what everyone wants. The first time... Yes, just dreary ... is kind of scary. Kind of worrying, but yes, what can I do for you, my friend? Oh, don't be like that. I'm sure they like you. And then we just gotta brush through here. Then gotta give him his red little eyes. And we'll be golden. Then we just gotta color him in. This is honestly going pretty good, especially since the beginning had a couple of faults, but honestly, looking pretty good. The style is something that I haven't done in a while, or really ever. This is the bulkiest character I think I've ever drawn, which might attune to the fact of why their arm goes halfway down their legs, but ignore that completely, credible issue. I would say my favorite dragon has to be the Gold Dragon from D&D's 5e. Gold Dragons are dope, and honestly, gonna be honest, same difference, ignore that sentence, it didn't happen, but, they're really cool, and people tend to, overlook them for platinum dragons, and, Tiamat, the goddess of evil dragons, but you gotta give the classics their due. I mean, come on, they're classic for a reason, and gold dragons are anything. Are nothing if not absolutely classy, right? If they were organic, that means living things predicted the cars. If they weren't, where did they get their oil from? Maybe dinosaurs never went extinct in the car universe, and they're just harvesting them like we harvest chickens? And then they streamline their food service through the oil industry. Like, they've discovered a way to create oil? Maybe that's what it is? I mean, it's a little far-fetched, but, allow me to have my things too, guys. I'm smart, I swear. I swear I do. Oh, I completely forgot to draw something there, so let me continue his skin tone down, because I just randomly stopped in the middle of his neck. Kind of annoying that, but, what can you do? I suppose get it right on the first try, but that's me we're talking about here, folks. Oh god, what'd I do? I'm not on the right layer, that's what I did. Alright, we're just gonna fix it one turn first time! The charm, there we go. Nice, looks great, looks great. Then we grab the lightest color of all for the chainmail. And then we go underneath both. And just fill in. And what do you think? Does this look sophisticated, right? Does this look sophisticated? No, I need to add something to make man's look sophisticated. Because right now he kind of just looks like a brute, which was what I was going for, kind of. But not nearly as sophisticated as I want. So, if you were a sophisticated, middle-aged gentleman who is also a complete and total simp, what are you gonna wear, right? What is your go-to outfit? Also, I know he's got a bow tie. Let him have it, alright? He likes bow ties. It doesn't really make sense, considering where he is and what the fact he's in armor, but it's fine. Ignore it. Man's got a bow tie, man's like bow tie. He's the king, he do what he wants. That's facts. Let's draw his bow tie. No, not that red. Yikes. That's a red bow tie. What flavor is the donut? I don't know what donut you're talking about, so chocolate! I answer this question because I know literally everything. And that's a fact, boyos. The more I talk about myself in like a really big, looking kind of fruity. I mean, you're not wrong. So, how we continue on like so. Make his eyes red. Then we gotta get his little cheeky cheeks. Grab that a very vibrant yellow for his T-thumbs. There we go. Grim looking kind of good though. Why did it randomly scroll there? I have no idea, but Grim's looking kind of good. Now we just got to get his hair, which I want to be a little bit of a different tone. We're going to go a little bit more blue with it. I need to be a little darker, I think. There we go. So, sophisticated gentleman. Dre, I understand the old videos are bad and embarrassing. I'm gonna hope that you're being... yeah, they're very bad and embarrassing. I'm gonna hope that this was kind of be like, yeah, Actually, I kind of hope you were making fun of me there. I would say you weren't because you're very nice, and I don't want you to think that I thought you were, but I kind of hope that you were because, let's be honest, those videos needed bullying. If any of my videos deserve a bit of bullying, it's those. And what's kind of funny is I did get a comment like that a few months back on one of those really, really early videos I posted, and it was someone, and they were like, you know, for someone with that many subscribers, you'd think they'd have a decent mic, and the video was posted in like 2017, and my only response to them was, it was posted years ago, and then I think they deleted the comment because when I was looking around for it, I couldn't find it anymore, and I was so sad. Take all the satiation away from it, and what do you know, guys? This looks pretty good. Chocolate donuts are amazing. Okay. I like chocolate donuts, but we gotta take a step back here, folks, and we have to say it. Glazed donuts are where they're at. They're so good. I mean, like donut holes. I love me a donut hole. Like, it's just something about getting a piece of the donut that was specifically removed from the donut to make it a donut that just makes donut holes so good. It's just the idea, the premise of I can get a hole from a donut. It just makes me happy. And I can't explain why. And you know what? I won't even attempt to explain why. It just does. It do make me happy, though. Since... Yeah, Skullbone, you are Jay. That is the most Jay sentence I have ever heard in my entire life. And if you're not Jay, you should definitely become a Jay impersonator, because that sounds so much like what he would say to me if he was right here. Which you are right here, because I see through your deception. Because I'm smart. Or because, you know, I have the intelligence over a 5-year-old, but that's just me. Well, it's a little debatable whether or not I have an intelligence over a 5-year-old, but I'm gonna give myself the benefit of the doubt. I do. I'm very smart. And then I go like that. And, ka-chow. That looks good, that looks good. He's so snazzy. I'm glad he's snazzy, because he's supposed to be. May I doodle this character? I'm a sucker for these, of course. Let me put his little name up to the top. That way you know what to call him when you're drawing him. His name is... Oh, and I've got a few people, so I might as well tell y'all if you weren't here earlier. This character is actually a character I'm drawing for a video game me and my friend are making. And it's gonna be a ton of fun. I'm planning on making it for like a little demo later on. I can make a full game. So this is Grimm, King of... What is it? The Veil, The Veil. You'd think I'd be able to spell that right off the top of my head. This is Grimm, King of the Veil, father of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? Or 6 kids. Imagine 5 kids! 5 kids is what he has. Father of 5. Mans is dope. Maybe Tyrant. Well, no, maybe Tyrant. Let's get his second shade of eye on. So we go here, we go multiply, and now we start to do the fun thing, which is shading! Because shading is so much fun, I love it. And we're gonna go back because I just zoomed out to speak more and I realized, oh my god, I forgot to color something in. So I need to grab a little snazzy perp. And let's color, no, would he wear purple? No. Well, would he, what color should, I don't know who Jay is. Suspicion. Drawing donut for Drury's enjoyment, yes. Yes. Okay, a game, yes, Immortal Snail Hat Edition. I'm making a game. It'll be pretty fun. What colors? I think that, maybe? Oh, it's different enough from his skin tone? I don't know. Despite the fact that I'm in fashion class, I'm not really good at fashion. Hello, I'll be ending soon. Sir, yes, sir. I have 5 minutes. So, let me finish this up. Desaturate this bad boy. And now we're done. It took me an hour and 50 minutes. I will send the Discord link to those of you in chat, and I think a few of you said you had fantastic pieces of art for me. So let me get this in chat real quick. This is taking a while because I can't actually chat through there. But, I will check that out. Now, whose art was it, may I ask? Who had art? Oh, God, my voice. No, that's awful. Thank you. It's very kind of you to say. Let me put that in and pin that to the top of your screen, which it should have been there. I think it was Sarv Animations that had something for me, so let me check them out. Of course, it's not wanting to load, so that's grand. Thank you everybody so much for joining my little live stream today, and thank you for helping me create a new OC. One of you gave me the brilliant idea of giving them armor. Ooh, gift for Dreary. A little video done by Sarv, which we shall check out here because it's fantastic. And we're just gonna have to skip to the end because I don't know the music and I would like to keep ads on the video. Oh, that's adorable. Oh, it made it too big. That's adorable. Thank you so much, Sarv Animations. This is amazing. The shading is great. I love the little glow of my eyes. The environment looks adorable. And oh, this is so cute. I give it a 20 out of 10. And this is fantastic. Thank you very kindly. And I will see y'all next time. See ya.